Mr. MiyagiStyle. Alright guys, guess what I got in today? As I said, I was going to test out the Ace Pro at night shooting with a gimbal. So this is the only gimbal that will actually work with it because of the payload on the Ace Pro. It's a heavier action camera, and it's bigger as well. So I'm just gonna do an unboxing, and then I'll try and test it out tonight because we've got some snow storming going on here, so I'm not sure if I can take this out, but if it's gonna have any good videos. So I'll do maybe an indoor test with it and see if there's any difference in terms of a gimbal use and a non-gimbal for the night shot. Anyways, excuse me. Cheers! Ding 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 ding. This is the one. I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see it. It's the Falcon Plus by INKEE. It got a decent review, and it's actually kind of small too. So it's nice. So it'll be good for traveling. Good battery life on it. Now, unfortunately, these gimbals are, of course, most gimbals are designed for the GoPro. So the Bluetooth remote control function on these won't work with other cameras. I think DJI won't work with Akasos or Sony's, or of course it won't work with the Ace Pro. Hopefully they'll come up with a firmware update for it, because you can do firmware update for this thing, and you can remote control this through an app as well. That will enable support for other cameras like the DJI or the Ace Pro, hopefully, crossing fingers. Anyways, it's actually not too bad. This thing was about on Amazon about 140, no, wait a minute, was it $140? $140 Canadian, so that's not bad. Typical price for a decent gimbal. Anyways, oh, so cool, it's like Christmas, early Christmas. Read before using. Hey, gotta have one of those. So left and right balance adjustment steps, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it actually came with this in the Amazon bag. We got a free lens cloth. Ooh, now I'm gonna have a biased review because I got something for free. Whatever. All right, put my knife away. So the instructions: please ensure that you use the Falcon stabilizer properly. Please read the card carefully. Left and right balance adjustment steps. So there's a few steps that you have to do before you actually turn it on. I think somebody had mentioned this on one of the reviews, but it's neat. It's probably not charged well enough. I'm not gonna balance it. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. Instructions. So you get a look at this. There was only one complaint about this that people didn't like, was so how this mounts is the majority of the gimbals that you see out there, how they mount. This is pretty neat. It comes with actually a little stand, so it actually can sit on a platform. There it is. Look at that gimbal. You get a nice little bag. Look at that, pretty bag with it. Cable, wrench, and thumb screw. So extra screw heads or extra bolts. I hate these plastic things. So here's the gimbal here, if I can get it out of this box. So it's actually kind of small, right? It's not light, that's for sure. And this basically just screws down the bottom, so you can actually, here, let's try it. So you can actually just sit it up and have it stand like a stand. So there you go. I'm just gonna put this at the bottom. I've used gimbals before. I'm not a big fan of them. It's just something you have to carry with you extra, you know, but for this purpose, you know, night shots is a big thing for me. So if I can get better night shots, then yeah, absolutely, we'll just use this for night shots. And night shots, I'm not doing any action, so it doesn't really matter. Put that away. Anyways, this is what it looks like. So it's interesting because it mounts via where's my oh shoot, I left my back. All right, so it mounts via the mount, so you can use a GoPro on it. You can, anything that has this little with the thumb screw. Put that in. So it actually goes in. It's interesting how this works. So you can adjust this. So it's already adjusted. So it actually goes in this little slot, and then it screws in. I think this is how it works. Screws in this way. So anything that has this mount on it will work. Oh, that didn't work. Did it work? Yeah, that worked. That worked. Okay. So yeah, so it just mounts this way. See, it uses the standard action camera mount, and you can adjust this. Oop, jeez. So there's a bolt here that comes with it. This little Allen wrench. So you adjust it. That's not the one. Where is it? Oh, here it's a little tiny one. So you adjust this so this pivots back and forth, slides back and forth. So you want it closer to this side. So this is as far as it'll go, which is fine. So you just adjust this so it sits perfectly. Tighten that. Yeah. So now you have your little gimbal here, and it needs to calibrate. So once the gimbal comes on, straighten this out here. Here we go. So once it comes on, it just calibrates. So I'll give this a test. That's actually kind of a neat idea. Majority of the gimbals that you see is like some sort of a weird strap that you strap through here, and you're gonna lock it in here, and there's a rubber or plastic piece that you gotta screw in, and it's a pain in the butt. This is the first time I've seen a gimbal that uses this kind of a mount, which is a standard action camera mount. So in respect to that, it's kind of neat, because if I need to take my camera out with this one, with the magnetic, I just pop this out and this sits in there. I just have to order a couple of these or get some cheap one. So I can just pop it in and lock it in, and then it's on a gimbal, nice and easy, right? And I just popped it right out. I know with the GoPro you can't, because GoPro, it's actually built in the mount itself. It flips down. So you have to unscrew it and take it out, this is why I love magnetic mounts. DJI has the same thing. DJI has that same magnetic mount. Just pop it right out, download and stuff. Just put this away. It's a nice small profile. So anyways, that is the unpacking, and I will come back and I will try and get this going. I got to charge this up. So I'm going to try and get this going and maybe do some tests and see if this is a keeper. If not, it's going back. I saved myself 150 bucks. Anyways, that's it for the gimbal. Peace out. Respect. Alright, so we've got this on the gimbal. I'm just going to do a short run of the weather. It's just horrible here. It's like snowstorming almost. So, yeah, my Ace Pro is waterproof, but my gimbal's not. Alright, so I've shut off the low light stabilizer is not on, so this is just running pure video, standard profile. I don't believe there's any stabilizer going on, so the 5nm is just doing its job. So let me just pan over here. Okay, I'm gonna go down, pointing low down, coming up, going up. This cool winter jacket on. So let's see if this makes a difference, because if it does, then it's worth having the gimbal for the night shot, because if it can get the sort of jitters, if you move it fast, you still get a little bit of jitter with this camera. But the big thing is, look at the exposure, look at the noise. There's hardly any, and that's the job of the 5nm doing its job. So I'm just gonna point over here. Look at some of these houses here. Sorry guys, it's pretty crappy out there, so it's kind of like snow squalling almost. But hopefully this will turn out well. If it does, then I might keep this gimbal. It's a good price, and I can use it for all my other cameras. You know, and it's actually quite portable, little guy. So there's a dog. No. Don't do it, puppy. Okay, let's go. Come on. We're not playing with the dog. Okay, just gonna spin around, do some footage. I'm just gonna move this thing around a little bit. So I'm just going to full circle. See if I get the jitters. Sorry again, weather's not great. Alright.